Join me right now on Kumite TV. It's Hex Fight Series lightweight prospect Kaan Ofli. What's going on, Kaan?
Yo, what's up, man? How you going?
Good, man. We heard some bad news not too long ago. Your opponent for your upcoming fight at Hex Fight Series 19 has pulled out, Jesse Medina. Talk about what the feelings are right now.
Yeah, so I found out today. It always sucks, you know what I mean? I've trained for a particular opponent for the past 6 weeks. We verbally agreed to fight a few months ago as well, and he backed down at that time as well. So this is the second time it's happening. So yeah, I'm a little bit mad, but he's apparently hurt his knee, and these things happen. So yeah, whatever it is, we just move on and look for another opponent.
You said that you were in training camp. Of course, you were at Bali MMA. Talk about that and the camp that you had over there.
Yeah. So yeah, I spent a lot of time in Bali MMA. Got back to Melbourne and teamed up with the guys at Absolute. And I don't really like the cold, so I headed back to Bali MMA to do a training camp there with the boys. Yeah, got in some work with my boy John Bruin, Anthony, Andrew, all the guys there. I love it there, So they're the Bali family to me.
There's a lot of guys going out to Bali MMA. What is it about them that makes it a good fit for you?
It's a lot of things, I would say it's almost like the team alpha male of Asia, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of light guys, there is some bigger guys coming through, but it's just it's the island life, so it's easy life, not much stress. So for a fighter, it's easier to get there and train, food's cheap, accommodation's cheap, and you've got high quality coaches and training partners. So yeah, one-stop shop.
Is it easier to get up in the morning when you're on the island to go train compared to like like you said, you don't like the cold?
Yeah. I don't like the cold, but I get up, man. Nothing stops me in the morning. If I got work to do, I got to get up, So, but yeah, you have your days where you're feeling relaxed. But I don't know. I feel like in warm climate, I feel like in the cold, you'd think that someone would want to sleep in. When it's warm, you want to get out and start the day.
Now, how many camps have you done out in Bali? How long have you been out there?
So the last time I was there for a year, and this time was just for the training camp, so for the month. So yeah, it's been twice that I've been out there.
While you were out there, I think for that year, One Championship was going around doing the One Warrior series, and they actually did a little documentary piece on you. Usually, when you have that done, you fight for One Warrior series, but you never actually fought for them. What happened with that situation?
So what happened was a few weeks after my fight. Well, before I got onto that series, I fought on Brave, and I'd actually fractured my hand, and I was struggling to get a fight. And Brave contacted me, and I accepted the fight. And obviously a big promotion. I wanted to get on there, and I hurt my hand, and I fought with a fractured hand. So, and then after that, about a week later, once I got that fight, that's when I did the One Warrior series, and I was scheduled to fight, but that hand started playing up again. And, so I pulled out of that fight. And a couple months later, I got offered to be a co-main event against an ex-Japanese UFC fighter in Myanmar on One Championship. So I got called up to One Championship, but at the time we just had some, just the contract negotiations wasn't going my way. And that was it, really. That's why we kind of left it at. Just, yeah, things didn't really work out. And, at that point, I just thought, what, I think, being from Australia, Turkish background, UFC, Bellator, seems a lot more appealing to me at this stage. So that's what I'm going with right now. Yeah.
All right. Well, you've been getting ready for this upcoming fight. How do you feel about getting on this Hex Fight Series? What do you think it's going to do for you?
Well, look, at this stage, Hex Fight Series is the only promotion that's really going on in Melbourne right now. It's the biggest promotion, so there's been a lot of guys Aussie guys, New Zealand guys that are going to the UFC through Hex Fight Series. So it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to get a few fights there, possibly get the title, and just make an appearance that way. So yeah, it's a good platform for Aussies.
Your opponent pulled out. They're looking for a new opponent. Most likely they're gonna find one because there's so many fighters in Australia that need fights. Um,
Mm.
but does it not matter to you? It doesn't matter who they bring to you. It's just like whoever it is, put them in front of me. I'm gonna smash them. I'm gonna go get signed.
That's always the mentality. You know what I mean? You still have to make some smart decisions in your career. That's what I've learned in the past. So yeah, at this stage, obviously, I've got no opponent. So we'll see what my manager says, and we take it from there. I'm still 26 years old, so of course I'm hungry, I'm eager, but uh, yeah, like we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, right now you're on a 3 fight win streak. Lots of momentum, man. You just fought for Brave. You had a great performance there. You finished your last guy early this year for Hex. There's a lot of good things going on for you right now. But what I want to do is I want to go back before that 3 fight win streak. I want to go back to 2016. You kind of had an off year. You had the loss, you had a draw. Take me
Mm.
back to that time and how it helped you grow as a fighter.
Man, that's what I mean by just making smart decisions. I had the draw with Nikos, which was a brawl. You know what I mean? I was young, I was cocky, I was just on the hunt, on the kill. So I pulled back from that and realized that I've got to work on some development, some technique, and not be so eager to get the finish all the time. So that was that. Uh, the loss, the Isaac Hardman loss. I had an eye infection 2 days before the fight, and I was vomiting and I was feeling shit, and I wasn't in a good state to actually accept the fight, having that eye infection. But I took it. It wasn't at my. I'm actually a featherweight, and I took that fight at lightweight. So and I just couldn't perform. I had no energy, and I went 3 rounds with Isaac, and we all know Isaac's undefeated, and now he's moved to boxing, so he's a top competitor. And yeah, I went 3 rounds with him, with that eye infection. So that's what happened with that. No, this is probably the first time that I'm talking about it, and people are hearing about it. But that was that's what was going on at that time. So in my head, I still feel like I haven't had a loss. You know what I mean? I've gone to fights with injuries and done what I can. So yeah, that's what happened with that. And then got back to the training room, Bali MMA, worked really hard, and now we're on a 3 fight win streak. And yeah, moving forward.
After this fight, at Hex, what is the plans for you? Are you gonna go back to Bali? Are you gonna stay in Australia? What's going on?
Um, After this fight, I'm actually going to head to the Cook Islands for a little bit with my girlfriend. We're just going to have some downtime there. Cool island in the French Polynesian, so just going to get some work in from there. Um, I've just got some thoughts about heading to Hawaii to train with Max Holloway. So I'm trying to make that happen. If that doesn't happen, I still want to somehow get to America and get some work in with the guys there and just put myself in the deep end. I've realized I always thrive when I put myself in the deep end, and my mentality always is, be the best in the room, and I'll be the best in the world. So if I can surround myself with the best in the world and keep up with them, then I know where I'm at. So yeah, Hawaii, America, or back to the homeland, Turkey. Maybe some things going on there. Right now, I'm open to whatever. Whatever's good to me, I'm gonna take it.
Do you have any particular teams in mind stateside that you would like to maybe visit?
Uh, Not just there's a few. There's Roof Sport. There's Henry Hooves. There's a few guys in California. I'm speaking to a few friends. They're trying to connect me with some people. So I'll just see what my options are, and then I'll take it from there. It probably won't be this year, but probably sometime next year.
All right. Well, one more thing before I let you go. October 6th, UFC 243. I'm pretty sure you have your eye on that card after this fight. The main event, Robert Whitaker versus Israel Adesanya, the biggest fight, in the region in history. Who do you have, and How do you think the fight goes down?
Man, I think it's gonna be a great fight regardless of whatever happens, and they're both great competitors. But I think Israel's a special guy. You know, he's on a streak. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think Israel's gonna take it. You know, that's what I believe. But we all know anything could happen in MMA. It's a crazy sport. That's why we watch it. You can never predict these things. But yeah, I'm heading towards Israel.
All right, man. Well, I'm excited to see you back in that cage September 6th. No matter who the opponent is, I'm pretty sure you're ready to go and get a good performance in and extend that streak. Thanks, Con,
For
for the
sure.
time and good luck on the fight and your future, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.